Oh no. I'm not me. Just to say that KL definitely had a huge comeback for me. The last chapter before I go back to Tower of Dawn literally could not get any further. The time has come. We're about to start the tandem read. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm up to this part of Throne of Glass. Very nervous going into these. I've heard so many mixed reviews. A lot of people said they didn't do the tandem read, but I personally have heard only good things about doing the tandem read. Is it kind of intimidating doing 2 books at once, especially with the thickness of these books? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I try not to be too loud because my family are downstairs asleep and I'm up late trying to tab all these, which is what we're about to do together because I'm going to Melbourne to go see my friend Amy, and when I get back we're going to start the tandem read together. If you don't know already, I'm buddy reading with my friend Amy. Highly suggest buddy reading with your friends. Honestly, it's such a good experience because you actually get to debrief throughout the book. Now, I loved Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows had me gagging. I loved that book. I thought I liked Crown of Midnight, but then I read Queen of Shadows and I was like, okay, I have a new favorite. It was Queen of Shadows, closely followed by Crown of Midnight. The ending of Crown of Midnight was chef's kiss. It was honestly amazing. As I said, heard really good things about this one. Heard lots of mixed reviews about this one. Let me know what you guys thought of this one here. And also this one here as well. I'm partly excited just to honestly get to Kingdom of Ash, but I'm also sad knowing that I am also at the stage of Kingdom of Ash because it's a heart-wrenching book. I'm already gearing myself up for that. I'm gonna tab these ones. I did actually, so knowing that we were going into the tandem read, my friend Amy did actually make me this amazing bookmark, and here it says Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and it tells you exactly what chapter to read at each one, which is so cool. I just love that she made this for me. It is the best Christmas gift ever. What I'm thinking I also might do just to like support this as well is to tab it, because I've seen a lot of people say they kind of tabbed the bit they were up to. So this will be my bookmark, and then I'll also have the tabs with it as well. Before I say let's get into it, one thing I do have to do is pick some tabs. I have so many amazing tabs. Should I color code like orange for Tower of Dawn and then like a purpley color for like the Empire of Storms? I think that would look cool. I have A Court of Mist and Fury, my baby. I absolutely love this. This is an all-time book for me. And as you can see, look at the tabs. Stunning, gorgeous, we love. And see how they kind of match the book? I went with like a greeny blue kind of color. I'm reading them at the same time. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I am so nervous about how I'm going to go with this because I'm actually bringing these camping with us. So I'm actually going to be taking 2 books with me camping. How am I going to go with that? No idea. I will keep you guys updated on this journey because my mind has like been really nervous about doing this tandem read just because this is like pushing me past my reading zone. I've never done this before. This many pages at the same time in 2 different books. Like I feel like this is such a big goal. Like this is a goal I really wanted to achieve in 2024 and I'm about to do that in the month of January. I'm calling it. 2024 is going to be one of the best reading years. I thought last year was good. I read 90 books last year. Can't believe I just said that. 90 books. I mean, shelf speaks for itself. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. It is the next day. I actually got up to chapter 3 of Empire of Storms and then I just completely passed out. I literally could not get any further. So I'm hoping to dent out a few more chapters of this one and then get into Tower of Dawn because there's a lot going on in this one already. I'm not gonna lie, because I took such a massive break. Like I actually haven't read this in probably like 4.5 weeks. I went back into it. I was kind of like, what's going on? Then I remembered. So I'm not gonna lie, don't take a break of this series. I actually think when it comes to Kingdom of Ash, I think once I finish these 2, I'm gonna go straight into Kingdom of Ash because I feel like waiting that long was a really big mistake. Okay, we're gonna dent out a few more. Going camping, as I said, so these are going camping with me. I accidentally forgot my book Nightlight, so now I'm using my phone. Oh no. Not me just losing my page. It's okay. I remember what chapter I was up to. I'm currently on Tower of Dawn. I've definitely read more of Empire of Storm so far. Like, I'm 100 pages into this already, and this one I'm literally like 30 pages into Tower of Dawn. So I'm finding that very interesting. How does that add up? Like, how does... No, I'm sure you guys get my drift. But anyway, we are camping, so I'm doing 2 books at once while we're camping. Interesting experience, that's for sure. The fact that I'm doing the tandem read while I'm camping right now, I don't know why I did it that way, but we're chilling out, relaxing. It is currently, what's the time? 9 o'clock as I'm recording this. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, but I really want to get some more reading done. And I'm really hoping to knock a little bit more out of Tower of Dawn, because as I said, at this point I'm kind of like, why is it that I've read more Empire of Storms than what I have of Tower of Dawn? I will say so far, I am finding Tower of Dawn a little boring, I'm not gonna lie. Empire of Storms, I kind of get through Tower of Dawn because I'm like, I just want to get back to Empire of Storms. I'm trying to enjoy Tower of Dawn. I'm sure at some point something will go on, but at the moment it is a little bit boring. I feel bad saying that. I don't even think it's necessarily Kale's character in this book. I'm actually intrigued to see like what happens with him. There's just so much going on in Empire of Storms already that I'm like, I just want to get back to Empire of Storms. So that's my little update.
If you know what I mean. Just get a nice...
I haven't actually done my little update on how I'm going with the tandem read so far, so let's chat about it. I'm actually more through Tower of Dawn than what I am Empire of Storms. When you first start these books, you actually tend to read a bit more of this than what you do of this, and then at some point this one takes over and I'm actually in front of this one and a little bit behind in this one, but that's just the order, which I have found really interesting. So which one am I liking more? I go through phases. So I will say I am absolutely loving Cole, or Cole, however you want to say it. I'm actually not minding him in this story. There's little bits that I'm like, okay, we're reverting back to the old KL, but then he comes back to the new Cole and I like him again. I actually love the female character in this book that is the healer, which she actually showed up in the first book, Assassin's Blade. To me, that's the first book. Okay, I know that's hit and miss. I know Sarah J Maas has recently said that that should actually be like the 3rd book in the series. I personally still prefer it as the first book. I'm actually really glad I read it that way. She shows up in that with Selena for a little bit. It's really interesting, like seeing her story and then her coming back in this book. And I was kind of wondering where she was going to come back in this book, and that's not a spoiler. She's still the healer. I really like her character, so that I'm finding interesting. There's also a lot more new characters in this one, which I'm not gonna lie, at first that was a lot to take in. Like, I was thinking, why am I reading this in the luteal phase of my cycle? This is such a mistake, because there is a lot to take in this book. I'm finding Empire of Storms easy to read just because I know every single character in this book. At present, nothing new has been really talked about. A lot of the new stuff's actually been happening in Tower of Dawn, but I'm still liking this one a lot. I'm still finding this one very interesting, especially with certain characters that are in this book. Out of the 2 of them, to me, they're quite even at the moment. Is bits, I would say, in this book that have felt slower and I would say maybe a little boring at times, and I'm like, okay, just gotta keep pushing through that, because there is little bits that I'm like, this feels like pointless. Why am I reading this? But I feel like it's all gonna make sense, and that's what I've heard about this Throne of Glass series, is that everything Sarah writes in these books is intentional. There's no like plot holes. Everything makes sense. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's the best way I can fill you guys in without giving any spoilers away for anyone that is following on this series but hasn't maybe read this one themselves. But I will say this feels seamless to me. It actually is super easy to read. I don't really feel like it's been hard. I'm on the last chapter before I go back to Tower of Dawn. Look how much I have left. I'm nearly finished. By the way, no one told me that I was going to fall in love with another Fae fictional male character. The way, and I think his name is called, is it Lorcan? I don't know how to say it, okay? I'm probably gonna Google this later so I can actually say it properly, because I'm assuming that's how you say it, but I don't know if that's how you say it. I have very much fallen in love with his character in this book. I had seen a lot of people talk about this character, but I also saw a lot of people talk about Rowan, and look, I'm not gonna lie, the smutty scene in this book with Rowan was Chef's kiss. It was so good. I was eating that shit up, right? And I loved it. I can't say that Rowan is like my ride or die character in this series. I have 2 favorite characters, actually 3 favorite characters. I love Manon. Didn't know if I was gonna like her at first. When I first met her in, pretty sure it was either Crown of Midnight or Queen of Shadows. Can't remember which one it was, but I actually found her storyline a little confusing at first and I wasn't actually sure if I liked her as a character. But then you read a few more books with her in it. She becomes one of your favorite characters. I will forever love Manon. I just think she's such a badass. So she's one of my favorite female characters in this book. I lied. I think that's how you say her name. She's probably my second favorite, which if you know, you know. I don't know how she's going to go in the next book, Kingdom of Ash, which is the final book in the series. I don't know how she's going to go in there, but as far, I'm really loving her character. Which is so funny because the main male characters that are attached to these 2 people, I also love. So there you go. So I do have to say that KL definitely had a huge comeback for me. I was utterly obsessed with him in the end, and I'm still very much obsessed with him. As I was saying, I honestly never thought I would say that. So out of the 2, I would say this one actually wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I saw a lot of people saying they didn't enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it. I feel like doing the tandem read is necessary. I personally am glad I did that. I actually feel like even though it was a bit of a slog and there's a lot going on in both of the books, it's definitely worth it because now that I'm at Kingdom of Ash, I'm really glad. Empire of Storms actually comes before Tower of Dawn. Tower of Dawn is the book before Kingdom of Ash. I can't imagine going from this to this. I'm gonna be honest. So do I think the tandem read is worth it? Absolutely. I think you'll find this one is a lot more of a slog if you just do it on its own, as I said, because the ending of this one, incredible. I'm not saying the end of this one was bad. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like, the ending of this one, amazing. So yeah, definitely recommend doing the tandem read together if you're going to do this series. I think if I ever do a reread, I will absolutely be tandem reading these again. I just don't think I could ever do them individually. That is my little wrap up. And now, as I said, I'm filming the Kingdom of Ash vlog. I'm actually editing this one right now. So I'm very excited to talk about Kingdom of Ash because there's a lot that's been going on in that. And these all lead you up to that moment. So I'm very excited for you guys to watch the next vlog. I'll see you in the next. Bye.